Hey, thanks for making it to Veterans Info Tap 2. I'm glad you made it. Just wanted to share some thoughts as I kind of unwind from the day. And I wanted to share with you specifically all the new benefits that open up when you become a quote unquote disabled veteran. Now, becoming a disabled veteran is a funny thing because for some of us, we don't fully feel like we're disabled. And so it's a funny word, and I actually don't really like the word, but it is what it is. So the first thing is understanding that you are able to become a disabled veteran through many different facets with regard to conditions, ailments out there. You can basically look at anything that is diagnosable in nature and is chronic or has some sort of residual effects. And that can get you service connected. Being service connected with the VA makes you then a quote unquote disabled veteran. Now, new benefits that open up once that happens are vast. The ability to obtain VRE, Veterans Readiness and Employment, a fantastic benefit that puts money in your pocket, actually up to $3,250 per month if you have any post 9/11 GI Bill remaining, or around $1,000 per month if you're just receiving the stipend. Now, I wanted to point out that in addition to the federal VA benefits that are out there, you also have benefits through employment with the federal government, such as different hiring authorities through USA Jobs. The Veterans Recruitment Act is one of them. So pay attention to that and utilize your veterans preference. This is a huge benefit to you. Now, another one that I like to really point out and hammer home is state level benefits. These are huge, and every state's different. But for the most part, once you're a verified, service-connected, disabled veteran, you have benefits that open up from the state level. It could be anything from, let's say, state park passes, hunting, fishing licenses that are free, are a couple of the easy ones. There could be state benefits for employment services out there. And then once you become higher rated, once you get up to that 100% level, you could be seeing things like motor vehicle registration fee waiver, which is great. You can also see things like your property tax, either a deduction or a complete waiver. Now, some counties within the states are different, so that's an important kind of aspect to think about and look at and research, especially if you're looking to potentially move to a new area, move to a new state. Look at these benefits. There's a ton of benefits out there. One of the very, very, very important aspects of state benefits is understanding why they are even there. I'm going to give you a couple more here in a second. I'm going to dive into the why aspect. So first, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, share with a friend, all that good stuff. I really appreciate it. This is the second channel. So I have Veterans Info Tap. This is Veterans Info Tap 2, which is going to kind of be outside of the studio, more kind of just thoughts that pop up as I'm out and about, or things that I just want to share with you as I wind down from the day or whatever. So we'll figure it out. Anyway, jumping back into the topic, other aspects that open up at the state level could be an array of things, such as the things I mentioned, or it could be things like state cemeteries, right? We don't think about it too much today, but eventually we're going to need to kind of think about where our final resting place is going to be. The states operate veteran cemeteries as well that meet the standards of the VA because they get paid back from the VA, so they have to meet the standards. And veterans homes, state veterans homes are another great asset to veterans out there. Now, why do states do this? It's because we, as a veteran community, drive a ton of money into these states. I will tell you that the big three states, which are California, Texas, and Florida. Texas and California are neck and neck as far as veteran population is concerned, and then Florida picks up the number 3 spot as far as veteran population within the state. Now, what's interesting here is that those 3 states, just looking at VA compensation alone, okay, not pension, not education money, not retirement, just my bad knee, my bad back type of disability compensation, right? Disability compensation for those 3 states is about $30 billion with a B dollars per year coming into those states. That is a huge number. $30 billion. It's about, right at $10 billion for California, just shy of $10 billion for Florida, and a little over, I think it's around $11 billion or so for Texas. Not only are we pulling in this money from the federal government into the state's ecosystem, economic system, we're pulling this money in from the federal government. It makes us to where we don't qualify for any sort of state aid, so we're not a burden on the state. We're a positive factor for the state's ecosystem, bringing in federal money. Not only are we bringing in this money as a veteran community, right? And when I say community, I'm talking about spouses too, and dependents. Now, although I'm just talking about the compensation aspect, our spouses, our surviving spouses, and our dependents also bring in various benefits as well, from education or dependency indemnity compensation or pension payments for surviving spouses. So what we're looking at here is not only the money that we drive into these states, but we're also looking at the jobs that are created because of us. Because of our veteran status, we're creating jobs in the states. Believe me, there's a lot of, for California, for example, there are a lot of federal jobs that are in California, in the VA. We'll just use the VA specifically. A lot of jobs within the VA in California that, guess what? If all the veterans left California, those jobs would not exist. They would leave. They would follow the veteran. Okay? We are an important part of the state's ecosystem. The states want to vie for our, we'll call it residency within their states, because they know that we're bringing in dollars. They know that we're bringing in jobs around us. And the states also encourage us to continue to go after our benefits, whether it's a first claim, a second claim, a claim for an increase, a claim for secondaries, right? The states want us to continue that forward momentum because they know that it's just going to better the state overall. So anyway, just wanted to share those thoughts with you as I kind of unwind from the day. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you. Have a great one. And remember, if we don't take care of each other, something went wrong.